Hey, this is Jay Hendricks with Keller Williams, the marketplace with the Hendricks Belknap Group. And today we're at Retro City Games. And let me tell you, you are in for something here. Man, there's some stuff on the other side of this door that you may not have seen in 10, 20, 30 years. It is really cool. So come on in, we're gonna go see the owner, Douglas. Let's see what he's got. Doug, thanks for letting us come down here and just see what Retro City Games is all about. I'll tell you, I have so enjoyed walking around the store, and you just like, I feel like you, as old as I look, you brought me back to my childhood. So thank you so much. I've already had a blast this morning.
That's the best part, right? You can walk around and it's nostalgia, right? It brings you back to being a kid. It brings you back to the, I don't want to say happy, simpler time, but just less worries, less anything going on, and just turn off your brain for a second and have some fun.
Right. Back then, I'm pretty sure when I was doing this, I wasn't thinking of anything, so it certainly was a simpler time. I'm pretty sure somebody else was paying my bills, so it was really a good time. It really was a good time. So tell us just a little bit about the store and how this all came about, because man, you've done a lot. I'm really taken aback by it.
When my wife and I have been together about 12 years now. When we first started dating, we're both in the game. And we go around and collecting, and just there was just a thing to do on weekends, days off. And we've always worked retail, always kind of in commission sales, and we always talked about opening a shop one day, and just started amassing more and more stuff. That your trade pile gets bigger and bigger, and eventually we were able to save enough where we could leave our jobs, and we kind of did it online for about 6 months, 9 months, to really feel out if it was something that was viable for us. We opened a little over 6 years ago now. But yeah, we focus on video games. We do a little bit of everything pop culture, toys, collectibles, vintage Star Wars, vintage Star Trek, that kind of stuff. A little bit of statues, collectibles, but mainly video games. We love video games. And we carry everything from the old Atari 2600 through the Xbox Series X and PS5. A little bit of everything. There's something, everybody plays games now, whether it's a mobile game on your phone, whether it's a console at home, whether you're super into PC gaming. There's something here for everybody.
I'm gonna tell you that actually seeing the Atari 2600 a while ago, I was like, oh my gosh, what is your most popular item? And then maybe tell us what your most specific, special item is, because I know you've got both.
I would say the most popular is definitely Nintendo. That Nintendo through N64 era, that Nintendo, Super Nintendo. Gaming's gotten a little more into the preservation side on the sealed stuff. So we do have a couple, sealed graded games by a company called Wata.
So let's say somebody at home, and let's say, we packed our kids' stuff up from 20 years ago, and it's still sitting around there. If I wanted to bring it down here and let you evaluate it and see if there's anything worth keeping, is that something you do as well?
100%. Even if you're not intending to sell it, we've done just appraisals for people. Insurance purposes or just so people know, just have a ballpark. We have no problem appraising. We also buy your collections, big or small. It could be an Xbox 360 with 2 games, or it could be an NES with, 50. We buy it all. We're always transparent. We'll always let you know what we're going to sell the item for, and then what our cash or store credit offer are. But yeah, we buy it all. You just want to come down and hang out and check out some new stuff.
Well, I know this question is going to be super just subjective to whoever I'm asking, but you seem to be the guru, and since I'm talking to you, so tell me, what of all these games, what is your personal favorite to play?
My absolute favorite game of all time is A Link to the Past.
Link to the Past.
Which is the Zelda game for the Super Nintendo.
Sure, yeah.
That was the first game. You come up out of the sanctuary after the first area, and it just kind of goes, hey, go wherever you want. The idea of just being able to walk anywhere kind of just blew my mind. Skyrim for the Xbox 360 and PS3. I put more hours than I want to admit. Easily 500 hours into that game.
Awesome.
And then, I don't know, my newer games, a game called Days Gone. It's a zombie game. I know it got bashed a little bit by critics. For me, it's part of what can push gaming outside of games a little bit. It came out right as my first son was born. So I had taken a couple weeks off, and my wife and I played through it together, while I was off with my son. So I have really fond memories of that game.
how do people find you? I'm sure you're on all social media, but tell us how if somebody they want to ask you a question, want to find you,
You can call us, message us. Our physical location is at 6100 Mountain Vista. We're in Henderson, Nevada. You can find us on Facebook or Instagram under Retro City Games.
Hey, if you want to leave everybody with one thing that you want them to know about you, what's the one thing you want them to know about you?
We are all about community. Don't ever come in the shop and think you have to buy something, you have to sell us something. We do outside of the COVID thing, we normally do game nights and we do community events and we do charity tournaments and we do all kinds of stuff. If you ever just want to come out and feel some nostalgia and have some fun talking to people who are like-minded, just come down.
Well, dude, I'm gonna tell you, I have absolutely enjoyed getting to meet you. You are literally one of the coolest dudes that I know now. So I
appreciate that.
So hey, listen, anyway, hey, thank you so much. I see your store is packed right now. So I appreciate everybody giving us a second.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks so much for letting us come down.
Thank you for having me.